So it's always a very exciting day when we get a new creature in ARK, and today we have a really exciting one. We have the Archelon added from ARK Editions. Obviously, we've been getting quite a few creatures from ARK Editions, and we're probably gonna get the rest of them pretty soon. But yeah, this thing is the latest add, and it's kind of a game changer, and I'm not overstating that. This creature is actually going to change the game. This will be something that you will tame every single time that you start fresh, because oh my god, it is so useful. So first of all, let us go ahead and maybe get rid of these jellyfish before they start bothering me. Yeah, they can't see this guy that I'm riding on, so they're not gonna like come for me unless I go right up to them. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of them. That actually could be kind of useful. Here's the thing. I've seen quite a few of these guys in the ocean, the Archelons, and every single time I've seen one, there's been jellyfish around them. So in all honesty, to tame one of these guys, all you'd kind of need is to find one in shallow enough water, and then you have to just be able to kill jellyfish in some way, so maybe a crossbow. And then you'll have yourself an Archelon once you harvest up that biotoxin, because that's one thing that they eat. The other thing that they can eat is kibble, and of course they take superior, but I don't have that, so I'm just feeding them exceptional or extraordinary, right? Yeah. So yeah, we're feeding that just instead. They are a passive tame. Obviously, this one right here is a 140, and I think our taming rates are 2.5 times, so it shouldn't be too insane. But in all honesty, you can just feed it the biotoxin. I don't think you really lose very many levels at all, and you should be good to go. The interesting part about this creature isn't really what it does combat-wise, although it's pretty useful because you can actually, you know, you're immune to jellyfish, you deal crazy high damage to jellyfish, and you also harvest biotoxin extremely efficiently. It's going to be the best creature to get biotoxin with, but it's actually something that it can do, which is growing algae on its shell. Yeah, it's essentially the herbivore equivalent of mutton, this algae. But that's not the only thing that it actually does. It actually can be used to make a algae sushi, which we'll be checking out very soon. It's a really useful item, and it's gonna just save you a lot of you know, bad times in ARK. I'll explain it basically, essentially right now. So if you feed this algae sushi to a creature that you've knocked out, and maybe you've hit it afterwards and it's lost some taming effectiveness, or maybe somebody else has hit it, or whatever happened, you can actually feed this thing to it, and I do believe it's supposed to restore 10% of its taming effectiveness, which is very useful. I feel like an item like that is almost kind of in line with like the sanguine elixir in terms of like usefulness. Obviously, we don't have the sanguine elixir yet until we get the bat. What the hell is the bat called? Desmodus, right? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, until we get that, we're not gonna have the sanguine elixir. But this thing is very useful as well. I think that these two kind of items side by side, once we finally have the two of them in the game, will be absolutely amazing and unstoppable for, you know, for taming. You're gonna have them every single time that you play. Honestly, I'm seriously not overstating this. Go ahead and tame one of these guys. You're gonna need some. In fact, you'll probably want a couple of them, because that's how the whole algae thing works. That's a 150. Hello. Should I might just... There you go. Can we feed you again soon? We just got a 150 dolphin tame just because. So stupid. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be checking out the Archelon here today. We've already checked it out in this series, but I have removed that mod, by the way. So R1 is actually gone, along with all of my algae and all my other stuff. So yeah, we're essentially going to have to start fresh here, but that's all good. How's my dolphin doing? You going to be ready for a feed soon? Hopefully. Don't really want to stay here for too much extra longer. That is a very intelligent sentence. It's very early here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and pop you away then, little guy. Oh, we got our dossier thingy. Oh, he looks beautiful in that. Interesting. So I'm not going to read that right now, but I probably already have read it before. But you can pause and read it if you're interested. I'll wait on you anyway. Let's pick you up and check you out. So what you're looking for with these guys is a high food stat. Oh my god, whoa. Look at that weight. He got 60 points into weight. What the hell? Okay, that's really good. That's an amazing stat right there. Damn, all right. I wish that was in food. Yeah, so basically the food stat is going to kind of determine how much algae you get whenever you collect it off the creature, which I'll explain in a couple minutes. Let's just get this thing tamed. Let's just get back to base, and then we'll continue from there. All right, well, we got it tamed anyway. I don't even know if I'm even gonna need that thing, but I guess it can't hurt to just have it. It's like a 150 tame. Was it good? It had good weight as well. Okay. All right, that was a really long trip because I was on the opposite side of the whole map. But yeah, we are finally back at base. So let's go ahead and just chuck this thing out and we'll go over how it works and everything. And oh, we actually got a nice looking one. I could tell that there was some sort of bright color in the back, but I didn't realize it was actually green because obviously I hadn't seen it out of the water until now. It is, there kind of some white in there. It's almost like the Irish flag, except there's like a lot of orange. Anyway, so yeah, anyway, this creature... Here's how we get it. First of all, that's how you tame it. Second of all, the actual saddle. You know what? We'll scroll down to it instead. The saddle is insane. It's only level 45. And here's the interesting part about the saddle. It's got scuba tanks for 5 people built into it. So this is essentially kind of like the upgraded version of the Diplocaulus, which is the little like kind of newt salamander type thing where you can ride on it. They'll give you oxygen. It's pretty useful, but this is like an actual saddle version of that for this creature. And yeah, I don't know, it's definitely quite useful. Like, being able to bring 5 people down into the deep ocean just on the back of this guy. And this is where you are, by the way. Your character sits there. Your passengers all actually get proper seats, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, here, real quick, let me just go over the saddle cost, because it's actually kind of insane. It is quite expensive, but there is a reason, obviously. You can see how useful it actually could be. Definitely, like, way more expensive than saddles around here as well. So, to be honest, most saddles don't really cost that much anyway, so it's kind of interesting how the newer ones are actually costing what they probably should have all costed along the way. But yeah, so it's around the same kind of level as your Dunkleo. Your Megalodon is down here. We have a Carno here as well. Dire Bear, of course. But yeah, in terms of water tames, it's going to be like one of your first ones. You're going to get to level 45 extremely easily. Like I feel like early game Ark, you just level like crazy. And once you hit like 70-ish, it seems to slow heavily. So yeah, just getting to this point is not going to be too bad at all. So level 45, there you go. And now once we have this creature, right in here, you'll see that we can collect algae in 2 hours. Here's an interesting thing that you should know about this creature. If you have it sitting in the water, that timer gets cut in half. So let's very, very slowly move it into the water right here. It's not a super fast creature on land. It's a little faster in the water, but not amazing. Now, does it have to be fully submerged? It probably does. Let me go ahead and just get you a little bit further in. Maybe it has to be swimming, probably. Yeah, look at that. So that timer gets cut in half. Actually, instead of being cut in half, it seems to have just knocked that extra hour off of it. Because if it was cut in half, it would be a slightly different number here. But yeah, so that's going to be something that you're going to want to do. If you have water around your base, put these guys swimming in the water. You're going to get your algae twice as fast. But then on top of that, let's go ahead and... You know what? Maybe I'll just let it sit here. And we'll just kind of like let the algae build up. The thing is you definitely want to only be really pumping into your food right here. So I'm going to pump 1 point in. It's probably not going to make much of a difference, but that's going to allow us to get slightly more on top of what we already had there. So I think, yeah, I guess I'm just going to AFK for 57, probably 56 minutes now at this point. And then we'll take a little look at the actual algae cake and everything else. Okay, so this thing should be ready to go. And I actually went around and just grabbed a couple more turtles that were just around the area. Just because I feel like, I'm going to want more of these things. And I could probably actually breed them as well. We might do that. I'm not sure if I've ever actually seen a baby Archelon or Archelon or whatever they're called again. Can't even remember. How grown are you guys? You shouldn't be... Yeah, still a little while before we can get the fully grown algae. So currently we can actually get 3 off of this guy. And then this one here's a level 82. And we could get 4 off of you. So yeah, obviously we're just going to kind of leave them here for the moment. Let's just pump into the food. By the way, that one over there had like 1 point into food. That's crazy. It has 6 into weight. What the hell? That's so weird. Anyway, so yeah, we'll go ahead and just pull this guy completely out of the water just to show you the stark difference between, what you saw before and what you see now. This thing's covered. It's completely caked in this algae. It's absolutely insane. All right, let's see. Can we turn around real quick? Here we go. Very, very slow. He's an old boy, all right? And nice. Okay, awesome. So yeah, that's what it looks like when it's fully caked. And you know, that only like took an hour. So realistically, you're probably not going to be sitting here watching the timers, but you could come around every few hours and just harvest off of a ton of your turtles. And if you've got really high levels, breed them together, try to mutate into that food stat, because if you get that higher, then you're going to get more and more algae. In fact, do we get any more? I think it might have said 14 before. I'm actually not sure what it said. I'm sure the video will show, but anyway. So yeah, anyway, we've got like a decent amount of points into that currently, and we get 16 from this. Now, unfortunately, that's not enough to be able to do what we need to do, so I'll have to harvest off one of these guys as well. But yeah, you could just actually see this guy is completely just clean now, and obviously, you know, it grows outside the water. If you don't have water at your base, you're just gonna have to wait 2 hours instead of 1. I mean, it's not really a big deal, especially if you play on a server. You could just easily have these guys just sitting around your base in like a little corner or something and just grab from them occasionally. So yeah, I just grabbed from that one. And let's hop inside real quick and I will show you this brand new item. In fact, actually, let's have a little look at the algae itself. So yeah, most wild herbivores love this stuff. So it should work the exact same that it did before. Like, the thing about this is just the idea of having a mutton for herbivores. It's crazy. Like, think of how many times we've had to like berry tame, you know, what is it, like freaking Dodics and Ankies and stuff like that. They take ages to wake up. So just having this is going to be crazy. So one thing I want to say is ignore a lot of the strange looking items that you see in here. They are all from mods. This, however, is vanilla right here, this algae sushi. So that's how much it costs. It costs the 20 algae. It costs 10 long grass, 3 prime fish meat, and then it costs 1 white coloring, so a white dye. Kind of a strange item, but it does make sense because it's supposed to be the rice. I feel like maybe there probably could have been like a better way of doing that. Obviously that came from the mod, but I don't know. I guess we don't have anything in the game that could have substituted as the actual item for there, but it's all good. One thing I'm actually kind of curious about is how efficient would this be for taming a horse? I would assume that they'd eat it, right? Like, if you don't have carrots and stuff. In fact, that actually might be better than carrots. I guess we're going to have to do a lot of testing with this stuff. That's the thing. Like, this is a brand new item that you're going to be able to use across the board. So it's a real game changer. Like, I'm being serious. I'm not overstating it. It's genuinely a big deal. And, yeah, I don't know. Let's hop in here real quick. Let me just... they're so slow. Let's just go over the attacks and everything. Obviously, we get the bubbles from the saddle, which is pretty cool looking. Left click is that. Right click doesn't do anything. C doesn't do anything, except it probably brings you down like most things. And then X stops you in the water, I guess. Yeah, it seems to. So if I go like that, I guess I kind of stop anyway. All right, and then space doesn't do anything. It brings you up. Control doesn't do anything. So it's literally just a left click bite attack. That's the only thing that this creature can do in terms of its actual animations and attacks in the water. It's, you know, they're relatively tanky for a creature of this kind of, like, level. You know, like, 10k health is pretty good, but going up against things like Megalodons and stuff, like, you're gonna get absolutely ruined. I would not recommend bringing this thing in to fight things. It's not super powerful. In fact, do we have anything I can hit? We got some weird-looking modded creatures around here. Let's go ahead and hit this little guy. Can we even hit him? Can't even catch him. Oh, there he is. Hang on. Go ahead and do this. I'm not even able to hit this little thing. I think my AoE sucks that much that I'm not even able to do it. Oh, wait, no. You know what it was? It was that. I was hiding my hood. I just didn't notice because I had my thingy on the side. So, yeah, 83 damage. Not good. Not good at all. We want to look for jellyfish. I don't see any. They do, however, seem to spawn around these guys, so I guess that's going to be a great way of getting some biotoxin. Let me go ahead and just hide the fog. There we go. So now we can actually see. Do we have any jellyfish around this side? You know what? I feel like, yeah, they're probably... I think I might have killed them all. I'm just thinking about where I found my other turtles. Damn it. All right, let's see. Let's just keep looking. We'll find some eventually, right? Surely. All right, took me a little while, but I found a jellyfish right here. So you'll see, obviously, these guys are immune to them, but they also get a slight buff once they kill them. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Maybe not real quick, because we are so slow. Here we go. We're almost ready. And Hang on. Oh, I'm not able to hit him somehow. Hey, there we go. So we got our jellyfish killer. I think, what does it actually do, though? I don't know if it actually says. Definitely makes you, it seems like it makes you maybe a little bit faster. Probably makes you a little bit stronger as well. It's almost kind of like the Megatherium buff, I guess, for the Archelon. We got some more jellyfish down here as well. But yeah, you know what? We harvested up a ton off of that. By the way, they do eat it, so that's one thing to keep in mind. If you are using these guys to collect the biotoxin, maybe put some fish in there, although they might prefer the biotoxin over the fish. I'm not actually sure. What the hell's that? Is that an eel? Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me go ahead and hit him then. So, yeah, it seems like we're doing double damage now that we have that buff on. We're doing double damage to, like, normal creatures. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to be doing crazy high damage to... Oh, hello. to, you know, the jellyfish, because they are all just, like, level kind of nothing now. They're just, like, normal creatures. You know, they don't have, like, a level. Whereas I think back in the day, they definitely did back in the day, I think, right? I don't know. It's hard to remember everything from Survival Evolved while playing this game for the last year. But, yeah, it doesn't really look like this battle's going to go super great for me, because I feel like we're just going to get attacked by more and more things as we go along here. Maybe. Come on, let me at least kill one of these blessies. That would be great. And then we got to probably get away. Yeah, we got more guys coming in here. Freaking anglerfish. Oh, no, okay, thank you. He's leaving. That's good. That is great. So you can't shoot off the back of these guys or anything. I really just would not recommend using these guys for combat. If you want, you know, go out and get your biotoxin with them early game. Eventually you get something better, hopefully. But yeah, for the most part, I just would not recommend it. One thing that I love about the ARK Editions creatures is the directional swimming. This is so much better than the forward, and then you have to hit space to constantly go upwards. You know, like on every other creature in ARK, every vanilla creature is like that. The only creatures that are different, I think, are literally just the ARK Editions creatures. And this is just so much better, you know? I love that we could just swim directly up like this. It just feels way more natural and normal than the, you know, the usual that we're kind of used to. But anyway, that's enough. I'm not gonna crap on the game any more than that. I just really like the way that this is a new thing that we're getting on modded creatures added to vanilla. It's fantastic. We do need some prime fish meat so we can make one of these algae sushi thingies. So yeah, let me go ahead and quickly get in here, and we're just gonna go out on a different creature, maybe go kill a lead sickness or something. I don't really know what we're gonna kill. Ooh, let me try and close that. Thank you. Okay, and we got one manta in here, but we should be able to kill it. He's got mate boost through the gate, but it's all good. And a couple more hits, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Nice. So yeah, you can see, even though I have the fish meat in there, he's still preferring this. Yeah, all right. So maybe when you are collecting that, you might want to just pull it out of the creature as you go. Does it get any sort of weight change? No, I don't think so. Doesn't look like it anyway. Let's go ahead and just pump more into food. Keep getting you some food so you can keep eating and keep producing that algae for us. So yeah, I think on our one that we had tamed earlier in the series, the one from the actual mod, I think I was getting like 38 algae by the end of it, and it had a lot of levels into its food. Now, some things could have been changed potentially, you know, maybe we don't get that much, maybe there is a cap or something, but just in general, having these guys around, it's perfect. You know, every hour, every two, depending on whether or not it's in the water, you're gonna get that stuff. That just seems super useful to me. Like, even now, it's only been like, what is that, 10 minutes, and we've already got 2 that we can pull out of this. So yeah, definitely super, super useful. Let me go ahead and maybe just pull out Wake, and then I guess we'll have to go kill something that's going to give me prime fish. I think there was a whale over there. Let's see. Look at me with my super fast land creature and also water creature. This guy's great. All right, anyway, let me see. Do we need to put on a scuba tank? I've just realized, because I haven't been wearing one, obviously. You know, I didn't need to. Let me see. There definitely was a whale over here somewhere. I think we need to do a dino wipe, because I'm not really seeing, like, the bigger ocean creatures. Like, if you guys remember at the very start of the series, I was plagued by the leviathans. You know, there's just so many of them. These guys, they don't give... Oh, there's 2 of them. Wow. They don't give fish, do they? They shouldn't, because it says Saurus. So it means it's a dinosaur, not an actual fish. Hang on. Right? I think that's how it works. Let's go ahead and just kill him. All right. Ooh, okay. That was a little spicy. Hang on. Let me get back into it. And here we go. Come on. Yeah, just go ahead and do that. And a couple more. Almost there. I'm fairly certain he's not going to give me any fish meat at all, right? Yeah, didn't think so. Damn it. Yeah, that's the difference between actual fish in the water and dinosaurs. So like a mosasaur, not going to give you fish. You know, you need a lead thickness, I guess. So let me see. Of course, there was one like right beside my base. Did I see this earlier? I don't know if I saw this earlier. I don't think I did. Let's just go ahead and drop all. And then we'll go ahead and just take a couple bites out of you. And I might put all that stuff directly into the fridge after this guy stops eating some of it. Hang on. Let me just grab it all right now, actually. Damn, bro. You are hungry. Nice. All right. So, yeah, I guess it would be kind of handy to just have some of this on hand if you're going to be trying to craft a couple of these cakes. I mean, just in general, actually having the algae anyway could be useful. Like, I wouldn't immediately, you know, I guess pop it all into the actual sushi. You know, I would probably maybe just have a bunch of this just sitting in your fridge. And I do believe it can go into the fridge. I don't have modded fridges, so I should actually be able to check this. Let's go ahead and get over there a little bit faster. All right, let's see. So can we put this into here? Boom. We can. It does seem to increase the timer significantly. So yeah, definitely do that. that is so much better. But yeah, let's actually turn that. Oh, I thought I grabbed it. There we go. Let's turn that into some sushi. I'm just going to chuck all this stuff into here. We'll fix it after. Bomb. Nice. Okay, let me see. Let's go ahead and get one of these made then. Do I have any long grass? Oh, I don't have any white coloring. Okay, hang on. Oh, I can do it in here as well. All right, so we'll just craft. I might just craft a bunch of that, to be honest. Oh, I don't have any stem berries. God damn it. I don't have anything. Okay, let me just grab some real quick. Come on, blueberry. Give me those stem berries. All right, so let's go ahead and get one of these crafted then. Boom. Nice. And there we go. So I think the way to properly show this off would be to actually knock something out and then ruin the tame. So let me go and maybe just grab a couple darts here. We'll just go and try and knock something random out, I guess. Is there any creatures around here? Don't think so. All right, let's hop onto my guy. Ooh, there we go. And we're going to run across our beautiful bridge over here. And hopefully we can find just something on the beach on the other side. I think my favorite part about my base on this series was that I built this extravagant bridge, and then I just kept abandoning plans for my actual base, and I just have this little workshop with this gigantic water pen. Now, I like the water pen, don't get me wrong, but I feel like maybe I should have built a slightly bigger actual base. I don't know if I'm going to do that at this stage, though. So, yeah. Seems like there's a lot going on over here. Well, there was. Jim and Axe are finished on here. I did tell them, obviously, that they can come back on and make more videos if they want to, but they probably won't end up doing that. Unless, I guess, it just won't be part of their series if they end up doing it in the end. Let's see. Let me just get rid of you before you eat my freaking sushi or my kibble or just something. Let me pull that away from there. I don't even want that there. I'm going to put this here instead. So, yeah, I guess maybe I can probably knock out that parasaur. That could be a good one. Oh, that's a 145 and everything. Damn, all right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this real quick. And then I'm going to shoot it afterwards, obviously. What? How did that go through you? Try that again. Okay, got him out immediately. Nice. So let's say, you know, I hit him again by accident. You know, we've probably ruined the taming effectiveness by way more. Oh, my scuba tank. By way more than than we wanted to there, but it's all good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go into our teams in progress just to bring this up so I can show this off properly. And we gotta wait a minute. And there we go. Apparently we still have a Pego being tamed somewhere on the map. Here we go. So right now, the effectiveness, and I wish I could see what it said. Hang on. I can't see it because of this. All right, can we see it now? Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess we got to feed it first. All right, well, let me give it some berries then, because if I give it some kibble, it's going to, like, almost immediately tame up. So we'll just give it some random-ass berries. and then that's just going to start up the actual tame. So currently you can see it's on 44% taming effectiveness. So I've definitely ruined this beyond belief. But what we can do is we can go ahead and chuck that in, and then it doesn't automatically eat it. We actually have to force feed it. So it should go up to, it went up to 48. Okay, interesting. I think before it went up by 10%, but now it seems like it's going up by 5%-ish, potentially, or maybe even just 4%. Interesting. You should be able to feed more. In fact, let me see. Can I just spawn one in just for... Let's see. What would it actually be called? Okay, yeah, there we go. So the spawn command is simply just sushi. Let's go ahead and see. So you can see right here, there is a 5-minute cooldown on uses. So yeah, basically, if you were really messing up a tame, you don't want to give it anything besides this at the very, very start. It's not going to give any sort of taming effectiveness itself, or affinity even, but yeah, it will fix your taming effectiveness over time. All right, so we are coming back up to it here, and currently we are on 47% taming effectiveness, because obviously berries are not even the most efficient thing to feed to these guys. Let's go ahead and pop another one in. So wait, we are on 47.3, and now we're up to 51.1. So it seems to go up by around like 4%. Okay, so they've definitely nerfed this down a little bit, because before I'm fairly certain it went up by 10% each time. Now it seems to only be going up by around 4%. That might scale somehow. I don't really know if it does. Let's actually just demonstrate the algae. You know what? I also got to drop that on the ground. We didn't get that legit. So let's just drop this in here. It should eat the algae instead of the berries. So just give it a sec. It might actually need to drop down by like 50 food. Oh, I think it just ate a piece. And it jumped up by a ton of the taming effective or taming affinity right there. So that's yeah, that's super useful. Let's just wait for it to eat again. I think it probably does have to drop down by 50, right? Let's just wait for that. So it's at 66.3. It definitely looks like it's going to drop down to 50, and then it's going to eat that. Normally by now it would have already eaten some berries. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that, like 13%. So yeah, it's just mutton for herbivores. I think this is great. We need like a mutton for ocean creatures, like all ocean creatures. I mean, and like pescivores is probably a better way of saying it, because obviously some ocean creatures will eat mutton and stuff. But things like a baryonyx, you know, you can't feed a baryonyx mutton and get the most effectiveness out of it. You need to feed it kibble. So yeah, I'd love to see something like this for pescivores, which obviously, you know, we got in the previous episode where we got the what do you call it, the Cryptoclitus. We got that guy. So yeah, what was that? The calamari is like essentially mutton for pescivores. I'd love to see something like that in vanilla ARK though. Like, can we have something like that? I feel like that definitely needs to be a thing, you know? Now that we have something for carnivores, we have something for herbivores, we need something for pescivores. That definitely is the next step, I would say. But yeah, guys, that's gonna pretty much be the video. You know, we've already kind of checked out some of the stuff anyway, but seeing as it's now a vanilla creature, I wanted to do it from a vanilla perspective, and that's essentially how all of that works. But yeah, it's going to be a staple tame for anybody. You know, go out and tame some. I'm being serious. You know, it's going to be super, super useful. You're not going to have to use kibble all the time for herbivores. And yeah, the one thing that I am curious about is, does it work with passive tames? And also, can we use these things with passive tames as well? Because in the modded version of this, it warned you not to use that on passive tames. So I'm curious if that is a thing. Yeah. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed this one, do me a favor, hit the like button, and yeah, let me know. Do you guys love the Archelon as much as I do? Because such a good creature. It really is. Game changer. Being serious. I'm not overstating that. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one.